Best of 5. In the top right, we do have Liquid Clem. And in the bottom left, Weibo Gaming herO, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been from 2013. Yeah, I don't think they made... I think they only made them once. Then they were basically made during a BlizzCon. I think it was the one that Sarah won. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that one. So it's like, I should have gotten a Sarah... I can probably get a Sarah sign on that one. Still, the next time I see him. I should probably do it. It's gonna be a late Sarah sign, but it's gonna be nonetheless the one he won, so... Double gas opening for Clem here. Going into that early factory. Yeah. Finally, I also have like a mouse pad, I think. StarCraft mouse pad from Steel Series, which I never opened. I never really got to use those things, so... It's cool to finally have some of those. I have a couple of mugs actually. I might give one away from those mugs eventually. I have like 2, so I could give one away. StarCraft cup. I guess I'm not sure if you can still buy them on the Blizzard store. They're probably around somewhere still. I'm not sure though. Wouldn't need to check. Maybe I'm just gonna hold onto them until Blizzard finally just falls apart. By the way, Clem going into that factory and then pulling out of gas, going 2 and 1 in those geysers, so effectively mining of 1 gas, but being a tiny bit more efficient, putting them in the gases like that. Reaper is scouting close proximity of his own base, so he's kind of aware herO likes to be aggressive. There might be pylons, there might be a Stargate, there might be a Robo, there might be even a Twilight, there might be just a gateway, there might be anything, literally, across the map. But herO didn't even move out with a probe. This is as far as he can see, and that's the pylon vision. And then he goes into a Stalker and Sentry, so extremely late to go across the map with anything. And Clem is waiting for that Adept. The Adept is gonna be extremely delayed here. Coming as the 3rd unit. The first scout is gonna be that Overcharge, probably, I guess. Not yet, though. The Sentry, with that Hallucination. Now, I wonder if he immediately overcharges after he uses the Hallucination, or if he just lets it sit there, and if it needs to be overcharged, like with a push from Clem, he just does it then. I guess, yeah, he just does it like that. I really like these early Sentry investments. They're so useful, and they're so powerful now with that ability. You could even drag that mine shot if he wants to. Not gonna let that happen here. Clem already going into that Medivac, and yeah, herO sees, wait, did I miss it? And yeah, indeed he did. Still gets a good follow-up scout, sees that there's something being produced from the starport which has not a spinning tech lab. Of course, could be anything, but it's a nice scout. Now, this pylon has greater vision than it used to have, and this is gonna help herO in his defense. Can he get the Widowmine for bows? Doesn't seem that that's the case. Settles for only 1 probe kill here. Oh, Hellion and Reaper coming for the backstep here, actually dealing a great deal of damage to those stacked up probes. And evacuating with the mine here is gonna keep the Medivac alive, and 4 Marines. 7 drones, or workers, or whatever, probes. You get the point, but that's enough damage to make it worth. Definitely. And he gets the Sentry, so yeah, really good aggression here from Clem in this first map. Now, Blink is about to finish up. Counter-aggression is on the way. Stalkers going across the map. We do have that Observer coming in as well. Shade trying to provide some vision here, scouting the units. Hey, where can I pressure? Where can I find something? Sees the bunker's not done yet. Probably try and go for that SCV. He's not gonna do it though. Wants to be safe with the Blink. Oh no! Excuse me. He just wants to go and deal as much damage as he can with that Blink. Now this is a little bit of a boxed in situation. Keeping maybe one marine in the bunker would have been nice here. Now Raven did go across the map, is gonna try and auto the rest, but shield battery and Stalker's in position, you're not gonna find any value here. Medevac coming in again, but it's very low. Now 2 Stalkers did blink up. That's such a weird blink in. He's gonna get that 1 marine, which is also an odd number to chase 2 Stalkers. Medevac boosting out again here, into the north, onto that fire pit. Clem Stim, about to finish up here. And only 4 Stalkers. Keeping him at bay currently is only 4 Stalkers, and that's the big point. herO is not really overmaking any units right now. He's barely working with a minimum. He has 4 Stalkers pressuring. He has 2 observers. Oh, if that Raven finds this observer and catches it with the auditor, that would actually be a great deal, but not gonna happen here. Now he's trying to go in as many Colossi as he can, and Colossi range and charge as fast as possible. He needs that supply block to be gone. Finally finishing up here. But Raven didn't find any damage, so he's trying to go for a pylon. I guess we will know now. 2 is the number you need to kill a pylon at full health. Now we've seen that interaction as well. Extra barracks going down here. This is such a cool build, like building wall. This basically prevents any charge lords or stalkers to go and get this tank. Really makes it a big commitment. Oh, can he get that observer? Yeah, he gets, but he pays with at least a couple marines for this one. Stalker's gonna... actually, only 1. Yeah, Colossi, man. 2 Colossi. And that Disruptor follow-up here. Range is done. Charge is done in a second here. +1 attack is done. Both players looking healthy on 3 bases. And I think herO wants to take his 4th here any second. Actually, throwing up 3 more gateways now, but he should be looking to take a 4th base here any moment. Still up in workers, 65. Still producing a bunch more workers as well. Dark Shrine, okay, okay. Let's see what you got, herO. So not going into that 4th yet. Going into a Dark Shrine, a Forge, and a Robotics. A Dark Shrine and a Forge, and a Robotics facility. There you go. Just a little bit delayed. And then he's pushing to take his 4th, I guess, now. With these Stalkers. I wonder. He's gonna get that Marine. But yeah, there we go. Probe coming in. Get the job done. Ghost Academy. So super passive game so far, man. Look at this. I mean, except for this early run-in with the Hellions and Reaper and whatnot. And the Widowmine drop. The 7 probes going down. The Sentry. Like, other than that, nothing happened. Literally. Something big exploded over here. Now herO is acknowledging the fact and he's starting to spread out pylons. He's getting his 4th base. The Raven is gonna find this base. No Stalkers here though, to intercept. A little bit of a shame. A little bit out of position here. 1 Templar at this point, you know, 1 High Templar. Already going into the extra starport, Mr. Clem. So both players really jump starting to into the late game, but herO playing a off-brand style. This is not the normal late game style you would see from the Protoss. The normal one would be, excuse me, the normal one would be with a lot of carriers and air units and, you know, mothership and a bunch of that stuff. Like the real good Protoss stuff. herO is playing this with Blink Stalkers, sorry, with Blink DTs. And this is a little bit of an older style, but that usually indicates that you want to be up like 2 bases at least, so you can really throw units at your opponent and lose them and basically trade more inefficient, but you just get the damage done with the DTs. Because you can't just close the gap. And if he just wants them for harassment, I guess it's fine, but then he kind of needs to start think about it, Templar Archives, and transition into Storm here very soon, because he's not gonna have anything against those Vikings. And a bunch of Vikings are gonna make quick work of those Colossi. And the Clem, you're not really gonna stop with 5 Disruptors, I think. The Raven sitting there at full energy. Scan going down in the main base. Raven wants to do something. He wants to throw down some auto turrets. Oh, he's gonna die. Ah, he's gonna die to the cannon. I can't believe it. And the overcharge is gonna save that cannon. Now, we have a little bit of a push in here by herO, trying to siege this base, but EMP and tanks, Vikings are gonna keep this safe. Clem being in a good position here. Such a nice defensive position, look at this. Sensor turret in the mineral line, a missile turret to scout invisible units, as well as deal some damage to prisms or anything coming a little bit too close. Observers, for example, double tank, flanking a planetary fortress, really cool setup. And there we go. How many is that? 8 or something? 90 Ts. Now he could blink into this orbital and just kill the orbital. And he wants to create a distraction. He's gonna fake push into the army. He's gonna throw down a few disruptor balls, and then he's gonna go in with the DTs. Oh, I don't think that was the good blink. My god, he loses all of the DTs. I can't believe it. Double Widow Mine being the hero that Clem needs and not herO, unfortunately. Ooh, those mines really pay dividends here. Disruptor's not really connecting, and that's what I was saying. It's not really a good unit against someone like Clem, who is so much on top of his game. Now Zealots. Oh, that one! He's the traitor! Oh, can't believe it, man. So many tiny mistakes here for herO in his army execution. It's gonna cost him actually a few extra units here and there. Now this observer, man, being scratching the sun here, literally. Look at this. It's that far apart from being frickin' shot by 17 Vikings. Oh, only 7, but enough to one-shot him. Ooh, no, again. Not connected. This one? Finally. But only 2. Small distraction here in the north. Maybe only that 1, I don't know. Yeah, as you can see, man, these run bases here in the north not really doing what herO is looking for. And this time the observer is found, and as you can see, disruptors are just simply not connecting. Where is the AoE? Where is the AoE, herO? Look at this army. And he's making 2 more robos. Or he just made 2 more robos. Now he did recall his army into his natural. Is actually exposing this base here. He does have again a big run by here. Clem made a planetary to keep this one safe. It doesn't reach all of the minerals, so it doesn't really reach the top. It doesn't reach all of the gas. Now herO is trying to fight it with gateway units and disruptors. Disruptors for days. And coming in both sides, and both sides with disruptors. This army is extremely exposed though. Oh my god, this is so gonna go down here for herO. Can he make enough damage happen in the top, in the north? I don't think so. He only killed 1 of the extra orbitals. Now he needs to scramble the defense. I think herO just threw away too many units. I think Clem can just kill him now. That was half of the army. Oh, but the DTs! Oh no, they need to blink out. Disruptor not connecting again. Only a couple units. Can't believe it. It should have been the perfect hit, and then he just didn't move this last millimeter with the army. But herO, keeping himself alive, these clutch DTs, man. Now he's going in for 4 Colossi. But he's probably gonna lose his base here. Can he get a connection? He gets some. He gets another one. 2 connects. But is it enough? It might just not be enough. He does have a couple more disruptors coming in, but these are gonna get sniped before they can do any damage. Does he have enough stalkers though? Maybe. Maybe he has, but Vikings landing now. Liberators joining the fray here. This base is gonna get cancelled as at least, and herO simply does not have the units. He's lost everything but the stalkers. And he's gonna be like 4 Colossi and 12 stalkers. That's gonna be an army. I don't know, man. Clem's army is so much more complex. Now herO tries to circumvent this one. He has a bunch of zealots re-warped in here, so this is again a formidable force. Now he needs to pull these colossi into the action. Vikings though still here. This is a problem. He's trying to snipe as many as he can. Gets 3. That's a big pick. Now with the Colossus reinforcing here. I mean 4 Colossus at a time. It's a very, very interesting style he's playing here. It's like an aggressive robo style. And when he keeps on switching between Colossi and Disruptors basically. And then he just plays with a bunch of gateway units. But I feel like he's just running out of steam here. He doesn't have the money to support this one. He needs to be up at like 90 workers or something if he wants to really play this style with so many throwaway pieces in his army. Now Liberator is denying this base here in the south. That's a very important base here for herO. All of the other ones are starting to run dry here. It's basically the best base for him. Now he needs to be careful though. Yeah, herO again pushing in here, but I feel like he can't really break Clem, so he needs to be careful with his army on the front line as well to not lose too many units. Oh, and he can't get this one. Oh, he can reach it, but he's gonna lose his army for it. Liberator Viking. I'm gonna destroy these disruptors, destroy these colossi. Only a couple of disruptors left here. One more purification over. It's gonna buy some time, but is it gonna be enough? Another warping round here. Can he get the connection? Yes! Can't believe it. One tiny slip up here by Clem is gonna make a defense happen for herO. But it's a threat. It's a threat that is as thin as a hair. And it's about to break at any second here. herO is trying to... I mean, he needs to expand into the top left. This is an uncontested area for Clem. There's so much room to grow. He needs those bases. He needs the economy. He needs the army as well, but... I think, yes, he's trying to snipe some Vikings, but that's a questionable move. There's nothing really those Vikings do achieve. They actually help herO right now because they inflate the supply, which is not fighting. And I mean, as good as they are when they land against mechanical units, they actually are very bulky, so they don't really scale that great because the range is not that big. Now here's trying to go for a counterattack, but he can't even break this planetary, I feel. Now with a few reinforcements, this should be an easy hold here for Clem. And he's also gonna push into these disruptors here. A couple more are popping. Maybe he can get the Nova connection he needs, but it's such a small hope. It's such a small hope, and it does not commence. Does not happen. herO is doing herO things. He's kind of doing magic with his army in the north, but even killing one more of the extra orbitals, it's simply not gonna be enough. One more disruption over. Again, whiffing here. And these disruptors are starting to fall. Recalling? What is he recalling? 4 stalkers from the north. Now herO finally starting to grow into the top left. But only after he already lost his base. He still has the production here, which is kind of funny. But yeah, GG is gonna be called. Doubling the supply in the end here, Clem. herO is such a hard player to break, but he was basically dead like 10 minutes during the game already. Lips are so unfun. Sometimes they are, yeah. They're just so strong. You really need those Stargate units to deal with those. You really need those Tempest. You need those Oracle tags. You need that kind of slow Protoss army. But it's so hard to make work on a map like this, right? Or you need to be... If you want to play the herO style, which you try to play right now, the Zest style, I guess. You just need to be more on the map. You need to have more bases. You need to mine more. You need to have more influx of money and just more, you know. You need more taxes to be paid in your economy so you can buy more and sell more and buy more and sell more and everything happens, you know. The money need to fluctuate more. Yeah, mine catching DTs, the mine catching the DTs, that was definitely the highlight of that. I wonder if the game goes a different route. I don't think it does too much. Like, imagine those mines don't catch the DTs, right? So he gets that base, he gets maybe one of the orbitals because they kill him so fast, but there's still 2 orbitals there. There's still the one planetary. Maybe he gets the planetary as well. But that's a big if, because he has enough scans, he has these extra orbitals. Even if he goes for like what workers, I don't think that's such a big deal. I don't think he can actually break that base with 90 Ts to a matter that it to a matter that it actually does do a difference. So because there was just so much backup. I mean, 3 orbitals, 1 PF, a bunker, a full mineral line. Like clearing all of that, I think it just is not possible with 90 Ts only. And this is gonna be 1-0 for our French player in the bottom right. It is Clem. In the bottom left, it is herO. Now we're on El Dorado. This map is different. Already a different pylon positioning. Interesting one, actually. Huh. I don't think I have seen this map as much in TVP yet. Maybe once or twice. Seen Gummio base raid here against Nightmare. I think from the Poster Cup. Oh wait. Not on that. There we go. Let's go again. Clem. herO. Okay. We did see the last game, right? So, and this is not bad. We're still in here. I'm also starting to get hungry. It's 1 PM here. Clem is pretty good. You are indeed right, Mr. Mastermind. I think you are the player from one of our, what was it? Zero Space? Or was it Battle Aces? I think Battle Aces, right? From the Cups, right? With the Atosis one? The King of the Hill. Good to see you around. Battle Aces, yeah. Now herO is gonna get owned by Vibe. Yeah, Vibe is some... I guess... Vibe was a little bit of a surprise though. He played better than his MMR indicated. I guess he's enjoying himself a lot with that game. Really shining his old skills shining through again here. There's been a long time since Vibe has been like incredibly good, right? Now herO, man. This is such a funny wall to prevent Reapers. Robotics facility on the way. Probably a prism. I dare to say observer. I wouldn't mind like a prism double immortal and just drop some harass drop. But it's also, it's against Terran, so you need to be very careful. They're gonna have a star, but they're gonna have a Viking if that happens, so need to be super careful with that. I guess it's not that good of an idea. It's very risky, but it can be very rewarding if you can snipe tanks, if you can snipe anything. And this is a Medivac mine drop again here from Clem. Again, the same opening. He also had 1 Hellion, 1 Reaper as a backstab, kind of. And he pulled the units away from that front to the minerals, and then he came in and like the probes pulled basically to the front, and then he came in with a Hellion and Reaper and dealt a lot of damage. So yeah. Let's see how he can execute it this time. It was 7 workers and a sentry, so really good damage. But in the end, it didn't really affect the game at all, because both players played extremely passive after that and got basically into the position they wanted to be in. But I wonder really what herO's idea was there with playing that low economy and 4 robos. That's a nice pick here on that observer. Always happy to catch an early observer. Not the first one, but the second one. That's very costly. Robotics production time and a lot of gas actually going into that one. Straight up standing guard here. Twilight Forge on the way. Twilight quite a bit faster than the Forge. charge. Oh, interesting position for the Widow Mine here. Will be able to pick off any workers trying to mine this one out. Oh, no. herO has an observer. This one. Ah, even gets the mine. That's a good pick. So much for your mine drop, right? And he's gonna expand to the north. I wonder where Clem is gonna take his third base, if he takes one. And this could be a 2-base timing push here from Clem. He's building up a feasible tank count. He's building up some more marines. He has a Raven. He's gonna go for 1 engineering bay only. He gets one of the adepts, but he loses the Hellion. And now Reaper is gonna run away. Keep his coward life, yeah, safe there. The adept is not gonna give up. No, the Medivac. What a hero, man. The Medivac is gonna save the day for this small rocket jumper guy. But he can't really go up here. There's so much gold. He just can't fly over. There's a hole in the gold. There's a hole in the gold, ladies and gentlemen. It's fake gold. There's a big hole inside this fake gold. I wonder with that hole there if a Reaper could bug himself inside this area. Like just trying to jump down here and it's like flies in here and lands there. Reaper is still getting some good valuable information here. Will it happen? 2 High Templars. But yeah, he sees the High Templars. He sees the base. This is mind open. This was done by herO. Now he loses the adept for that one. Because he was a little bit tardy. 4th base. herO is lacking information. Look at this. He hasn't seen anything. I mean, this is a 3rd base, so it's gonna be okay. But this could have been a very bad move if this would have been a 2-base timing push, which would kind of hit now. You could have been in so much trouble. Now, Clem is also expanding into the north. Very interesting. Both players kind of just roaming inside of this southern part of the map, but not really expanding. They're not really opening this up as much. And both players growing into the north with their bases. That means they're gonna clash rather early in the north. Like if you go herO 5th base, probably here or here. And then you're already kind of where Clem is building his 4th. Because I wonder, Clem probably wants to stay more compact, so he wants to take this base 4th, I assume. That's usually how it works for Terrans. Now, nice feedback and Storm here. He's gonna delete that Raven energy. He did not get the full Raven, because... I wonder if he can kill it with 200 energy. I think you should, right? Maybe not. It's what, 0.5? I think you can just get 100 damage maximum. I'm not sure. Now, proxy location here to warp in extra zealots for harassment. And there we go. Stargate transition. Ground upgrades and air weapon upgrades on the way here. Nice and early for herO. But he needs to stay alive. He's gonna lose the prism with the Templar inside. That's a great snipe. He's gonna lose this proxy gate. But the zealots, they have an empty bunker to chew through. So they're dealing a bunch of damage, and friendly fire from the tanks is actually helping out a lot to delete more of these SCVs. Nice Storm is gonna keep him safe here. Is he gonna overcharge? No, he actually already overcharged. Need to be a little bit careful there to not run out of Storm energy in the north. Some nice feedbacks here, depleting that energy on those Medivacs. A good Storm to delete that health on those guys. And wow, even catching a Medivac with the Storm. Very Storm heavy approach this time, so completely turning it around from basically no High Templars whatsoever into with like 4 robotics, and then going into just High Templars, only gateway units, really only utilizing a Warp Prism and observers from that robo, no immortals or colossi or disruptors. And this can of course be vulnerable to ghosts, but if you keep your Templars spread, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a Storm eventually here or there. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have one somewhere. You're gonna have one anywhere. What is this? A frog? herO is looking at that like, what is that? Can I kill it? It looks disgusting. And then he was like, oh, I can't click on it, so I would have to utilize a storm? No, I'm not gonna do it. At least not yet. We'll wait and see. Oh, that's a nice snipe on that observer, but already... Ooh, see? That's what I mean, man. If you get hit, if they clump and you get hit by an AMP, that's a lot of energy. 3 carriers. Blink. Interestingly enough. And another Nexus. 5th base. I feel the 5th base is a little bit slow. Again, he's playing this very gateway heavy. Of course, last time was like a lot of unit production as well. It was all about throwing away units into the correct armies and get the correct fights, basically. And this time, it's kind of the same. You throw away just units and storms. Oh, that's a great recall, by the way. Even leaving one behind to scout the area. Lovely stuff. Probably, like, that just happened to be... Oh, can he get some good storms? Nice feedback on this ghost, but a good EMP here on these Templars, rendering them useless. Now, he still has a bunch of storm pocketed here, but he needs to spread those Templars a little bit out. And definitely is exposed. We do have an Oracle here now. Even already setting up some stasis traps here, didn't notice. And Fusion Core on the way here to get that Liberator range. Now, a few Zealots trying again to go for those SCVs here. They need to settle for the bunker, unfortunately. Can they even get it? We have 2 SCVs repairing here. Yeah, he's not even gonna get the bunker. Great defense. Clem finally starting his mass transition into the command center. Extra command centers. herO needs to start mine these bases. These are kind of out in the open. Like this one, you can delay mining. This one, you can delay mining. This one, you can delay mining for a while. This one, this is so exposed, you need to mine this now. This needs to be one of your most priorities. Because you're gonna run into probably in a split map situation eventually. Templar, aggressive Templar. Just throwing down energy. And he just gets killed by an auto attack ghost. Fusion Core already getting the double upgrade here for Liberator and Medevac. And he gets attacked, but he has no Tempest, so he can't really harass that army. There's no Storm with this group, so they need to pull back, yeah? There we go. My Templars are ready. Already going in position now. He needs some more French High Templars, I think. Like one here. One of... Oh, okay, he has 3 over here, but yeah. He's making the mothership now. Clem only going into, I think, 1 more starport, so he should be sitting at 2 now. Should probably consider getting... Oh, he has already 3. Okay, he beat me to it, yeah. I was gonna say, we want to think about getting a 3rd Stargate. Did he scout that transition? I think he never scouted these... He never scouted these gateways, so he doesn't know that this is happening. This could be a surprise. He does not have the units to deal with it. Let's look what shoots up. It's 25 Marines, that's good. But they're not good against Storm. 7 Ghosts, that's okay. 5 Vikings, okay. 1 Liberator, Not much. It's not much. If he can surprise, he is gonna have 3 more carriers. And Clem still hasn't seen this. It's kind of a miracle that's happening. He's been scanning so much, but he does not see what's actually happening. Oh, he's gonna get sniped, even though he gets such a great stasis. Still doesn't know about this carrier tech coming in. So, what herO has been doing is basically holding with minimal units because he's just throwing storms. Basically just like, yeah, there you go, storm, 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 storm. Now the army is revealed. Clem. Panic mode. His army simply does not shoot up enough. There's 9 carriers, 12 carriers, a mothership, 6 Templars, an Oracle. And what do you have, Clem? You have a bunch of Marauders. Storming even his own observer, it doesn't matter, he's gonna kill the first base here. Carriers, man. Just killing everything. A big storm here, again depleting so much of that firepower into the air. And herO with an unbelievable 14-minute unscouted carrier push. He's gonna take the game. A surprise carrier push. That's basically a Huck against Idra moment, you know, when Huck just made these hallucinated carriers in StarCraft Brood War. And Idra is like, oh, you pulled them somewhere, fuck it, I'm out of here. Deletes the game. Yeah, herO completely making a fool out of Clem there. Clem not finding out about this Stargate transition. herO just basically replacing everything he lost in those skirmishes with extra carriers. Yeah, those things, such things happen not only in the ladder in the lower leagues, yes, they also happen at the World Championship caliber players. In a best of 5 even. What a sight to behold though. Ultra Love is gonna be the next map. This should be a good map for tank pushes. I'm kind of curious to see how herO wants to play this. Yeah, I'm very curious to see. I think this is just gonna be aggressive blink timing from herO on this one. Because it feels very good for tank for like Terran on paper, but we never know. This is a very choky kind of map. There's a lot of small choke points. There's a lot of high ground, low ground situations which changed up a lot. So yeah, I feel like for tank pushes, for bio play, general play with like range, this is going to be a good map. In the bottom left, it is Clem, and in the top right, it is herO. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how herO specifically wants to play this map. Maybe with a Stargate opening, but as you can see, if we take a look at this map, there's a lot of ramps here. There's like a choke point. You can siege tank push this one. You can tank push this from here as well. You can even cut this one off and make like a full wall. Put some tanks down here and like have your bio across the thing. You can push this from down here as well. There's like so many angles of attack. And if it comes like, if you need to pull back to the middle, you can hold these ramps kind of rather easily. So it's a very difficult map to play with like a zealot heavy style, for example, because you just can't swarm as much. It's a little bit more choky, a little bit more difficult to set up good flanks. There's a lot of terrain to walk around. Like, imagine you have like tanks positioned here, you need to, and you want to flank them, you need to go from all this way, all here, and during the time the tanks have already shot at least 3 times. So yeah, let's see how herO wants to play this. I'm kind of looking more on herO here in this game. How he wants to utilize this map, maybe to his advantage, but I feel like Clem should just play a tank push and win. And maybe play his usual style, be a little bit more aggressive. herO maybe setting up a proxy. You could, of course, see a proxy Stargate would be very powerful. I wouldn't hate a proxy Robo with a Warp Prism. But I also wouldn't hate just no proxy. This might just be a I'm gonna scout around thing. And you're not gonna catch me with a Reaper. And that seems to be the point of this probe movement. He's gonna find out about this bunker, see the Marine, sees the timing of that not orbiter, of that main base there, base building, and then he knows it's gonna be a gas, one Reaper expand here. He doesn't know about the Reaper for a fact, but now he sees it. Gonna sacrifice the probe and get 1 hit. More important, an attack notification. Stargate at home. I wonder if Phoenix Colossus is a thing you want to try and pull off on this map. Gonna be an Oracle for now, but could be something to try here. 2 base Phoenix Colossus, play slowly into 3 bases. Oh, he gets a probe. Wow. Great Reaper. And the scout. Sees everything. Really good stuff here from Clem. Twilight now. It's not gonna be the Phoenix Solos. Alien follow-up scout. This time is not gonna be a Widowmine drop, by the way, so he really needs that information. And the Oracle is gonna deny this for now. Adept's trying to catch it. But I think the Hellion should be able to get away. Maybe he can get one more shot off. No, not even. Vision here. Coming in at the perfect moment. The vision block. Barracks number 2 on the way here. Barracks number 3 still waiting. Cyclone. That's an interesting addition. Cyclone to tank. So playing this very defensively, kind of expecting a Robo all-in or something. I guess he saw the Oracle and he's like, alright, I want to have a Cyclone against the Oracle. Maybe that's it. There we go. Third barracks finally coming on here. And Hellion, oh, stacking up the probes there, but the wall-in was complete with that Stalker. Overcharged Oracle is gonna come in, throw down some tags, maybe some stasis traps. Gonna maybe even go for that Cyclone, but yeah, he can't really commit into that one. Oh, he needs to recall. He needs to recall that. Oh, I can't believe it. No, it's overcharged. At least tag something. He's trying to run away, actually. Trying to save it. He's trying to save it. Can he save it? No. So far, so good for Clem. That Viking man, the hero. The unsung hero. The Adepts are kind of shocking around, just looking for information. They're just gonna keep taps on the army, on the army size, and probably he's gonna shade in now. Because he get caught there. Maybe he can get in the SCV here. He's lucky, but it doesn't look like that. He has a sentry with this. That's a very interesting approach. He gets a very, very close hallucination. Okay, that's why. So he wanted to have a long timer on this one to get the high ground vision. Now a sniping stim? There we go, just like that. Clem out of position here. Timing is gonna be thrown down the drain. And he gets a reactor, delaying the medevac production. That's such crucial elements he got there. Reactor on the starboard is probably the most important reactor you can ever get. And then the stim upgrade. I mean, what else is there to snipe? You even wanna, like, you don't wanna reproduce it here, you wanna swap it over onto that from the factory and get the factory to produce those. Again, he baits a shot from that Widowmine. Reaper's still alive. Trying to get some valuable information. It's been a while since he's been across the map. Zealot's being merciful and not touching that Reaper. Could have been instant death. But in fact, the Reaper's gonna get a nice scout into the main base. Gonna see that Colossus robotics bay there. And he's even gonna walk out. Because there's only Zealots being warped in to try and deal with this one. No Stalkers. Vision is great. Sentries! Tickled the Reaper down, but only because it stopped. The only thing I didn't see was this base. Zealot's already waiting here in a corner to try and hit this area. Whenever Clem pushes out, he sees the move out with the Observer and immediately pulls the trigger here to go in. Some friendly fire on a medevac. Yeah, he pulls back the army and then he pulls back the Zealots. It's some great movement here by herO. And now he waits again for the move out to come in again and again, rinse and repeat. Getting a Viking, that's a good deal here. Great deal. He should have probably killed these rocks, to be honest. I'm a little bit sad that he didn't. But yeah, still these zealots across the map, and they're starting to deal a lot of damage here. Clem now is actually opening down these rocks. That's an interesting approach. I guess he does not want to get force-fielded, but there's not really that many sentries. Ooh, that's some good mine shots though. But zealots, the zealots that were aggressive are kind of reinforcing here, flanking from behind. And yeah, this Colossus-based army is gonna be good in this choky area as well. So now hero's kind of just crossing the map. But can he push in? I don't think so. There's a good defensive position. We do have a mine here still waiting. And there's just simply too many units. We're too close to that reinforcement rally here. Double forge coming up. Yeah, hero has no intention in actually closing down the game now. But if he can get 2 mines... Oh man, that was a little... I think... Did he target his own stalker there by mistake? Maybe he did. And then he blinked out before the shots connected, so he didn't lose it. But he did not kill the mine, so he needs to kind of trigger it. There you go, gets the mine now. Guardian Shield is gonna be put up here to keep these units a little bit more safe, get that extra armor. That's a great spell actually, very underused. No, Colossi are dealing a lot of damage. Those force fields really creating a nice choke here. Oh, even pulling the boys here, I don't feel like that's a good call, pulling them into 3 Colossi. Now, if he can kill these Vikings, then this army is gonna look extremely powerful all of a sudden here, because there's not much you can do against 2 Colossi if you don't really have any Vikings. You need to kind of drop Marauders on top of these though. But things are just falling apart here. Hero is gonna take the first, this game for himself. Yeah, Colossus-based approach was the correct one apparently. Hero did just break Clem there, so up 2-1 now. And I wonder what the next map is gonna be. By the way guys, if you haven't yet, please check out my YouTube channels down here. And just drop a follow there. Thank you so much. At MapuTV Gaming and at Cast 2. I'm also working on that one together with Dan. We're having a lot of fun. I hope we can get that one running again. It's been a little bit vacant recently, but should be able to put out some more new content very, very soon this month. And we're working on something very, very specific and special currently, and I hope we get some nice interaction with that, some nice, like, what do you say? Like people actually being interested in that one, so yeah, let's see how that's gonna work out. For now, we do go though into the fourth map here between these two. King's Cove. Wait, this one's not in the pool, is it? I don't care. Those guys should know. Best 5, hero up 2, and Clem only 1. In the bottom right, Mr. Clement. Top left, Mr. Hero. Yep. If this would be Wings of Liberty, he would place the pylon here and place the gate. Like, place the pylon here, place the gate here, walk the probe up, and then just warp in here. Thank God it's not. Or do you? Now, probe is gonna start the harassment very early on that barracks and forward gate. Taking a page out of MaxPack's book here, but of course a little bit different. MaxPack does place the first pylon in the main base and places his gate more aggressively across the map. So let's see how this is gonna operate here. Of course King's Cove, like the middle, is more close than it should, like, does look like. So he's not that far away. The King's Cove is also, it's like a very defensive map. It's a very compact map, it's very good for Terran. You can basically safely secure 5 bases with 1 siege tank position, more or less. So yeah, it's a really good 5 base setup for Terrans. Zealot being chrono boosted. Is he gonna go double Zealot? Yeah, I guess so. Chrono boosting those. Wow, even chrono boosting the second one. Not going for a second gate yet. I wonder, yeah, it should be Stalker. It could be like Sentry, but nah, it's gotta be Stalker. There we go. Now the probe is trapped here, but he can throw down, if he gets to there, he could throw down a pylon to grant high ground vision and just let it finish. And he wants to break the space. He's waiting for it. Is he gonna get found? Oh my god, the perfect moment to move away. Now he definitely will see this gate with this Reaper, of course. He sees the Stalker run across and he's like, wait, what do we have here? The Zealots are gonna start to work on the supply depots now. Stalker is like, alright, I can fight that Reaper. Base is gonna get cancelled. He gets to cancel anyway. Great move here. Can he snipe that Reaper? Oh, Reaper! A tiny bit too close here. No. Not gonna get found by that Stalker shot. Well, Stalker is starting to chew away on those SCVs. And he's gonna get that Reaper. Trying to get the Reaper again. And there we go. Bunker is finished up. So he can now move away from the repair here. But the base is delayed. The damage is done. And on the other side, base is halfway done. Twilight Council is on the way. Can he save these units? He should be able to. He needs to go there with these Stalkers and just kill that Reaper once and for all though. Oh, Cyclone. And nice recall. Yeah, I think that's a great call. He saves both of these Stalkers and he saves both of the Zealots. That's such a great investment here from herO. He didn't lose anything. I mean, he lost the probe, okay. And look at how much minerals it cost Clem. Because he cancelled this base, he forced a repair. I don't think that's even in there. I'm not sure. Oh! Oh! Wow! And the Reaper gets away! They're getting the Stalker. That's a great pick. Also a Zealot, I think, if I'm not mistaken there. Those 2 Cyclones, man, they're proving to be very powerful here for Clem. But this base, it's just so fast. And finally the Reaper sees this. He gets 1 probe. He's gonna try to go for more. Nothing at home. No warp and pylon. He gets a 2nd probe. Can he get 3? Maybe he does, actually. I think herO's gonna... No! Goes for the snipe. herO can't keep it safe. Now look at this. Blink is halfway done. 3rd gateway on the way. This gateway is still standing. There's a lot of Cyclones and tank and a bunch of Marines, but it does not feel, with Blink, like it does not feel this army is anywhere near good enough to fight herO. This is kind of cool. It's kind of funny even. Yeah, the Zealots trying to delay this one. This is exposed, of course, so he's trying to get this one, save this one, actually. And Blink is about to finish up. I think you can just go for it, herO. Needs to be careful though, this is a great tank position here. King's Cove, as I said, is amazing for tanks. He gets that Phoenix on the high ground vision here. And he sees the tank is evacuating, so all's good. Now he has Blink. Oh, he already used it. Weird Blink. Now he can be the mobile one. He doesn't know how much he actually delayed Clem here. Was trading for some marines here. With a blink and shield cooldown, hull damage. Not gonna lose a stalker, so really good. Oh, there we go. He loses one. Really good for herO. Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake there. Does not get that one. Banshee is invisible, but observer's already here. Stalker's in position. Shield battery was the only thing that wasn't finished up, but he still gets the Banshee. Things are kind of going from bad to worse here for Clem. And I think, yeah, herO might just have this one. Now, if you can tag these marines again, it's gonna be such painful losses here for Clem. Having to siege up so far away. He wanted to push with a few SCVs to build up some bunkers. That even doesn't work out. He's so far behind at this point. Third base is about to be up and running here. Banshee sees it. Works on a pylon. That's not gonna do much. It's just an autopilot here. It's gotta get the pylon at least, I guess. There you go. Take what you get. But herO's gonna blink in. Trying to assassinate the tank. I don't think that's gonna work out. herO. herO. 11. Minus 2000. And yeah, Clem's like, alright, if you give me an army for free and don't even kill one tank, I will just throw down a command center and play a normal game from here, because I just killed 2000 of your minerals and all your resources. Damn, man, herO. Definitely a big mistake there. Should have never gone for that tank. Now Cyclone coming in is gonna get a lock. It's gonna kill one of these stalkers here. But 4 stalkers are... And they're so flimsy at this point. Man. What was he thinking? Crab Immortal. Trying to stand his ground, but herO might even just die here. He lost so many units. He literally has... He doesn't really have anything to deal with this now. He needed those stalkers to dock the army and just shave off as many units as he can, force as many sieges as he can. Now Clem can probably just go ahead and kill him. He gets another stalker if he gets a 1 more lock on. He has the 3rd base now as well if this attack doesn't work out. My god. herO, man, from a winning position into like a losing position. It's kind of crazy. Now anti-armor missile helping the Protoss player. That's what you want to see. That's how it should be. Some nice force fields, no medivacs, so these are committed units now across. But this Immortal is even about to fall. He can't even kill them because he simply does not have the units. Now he's kind of anticipating a drop move, but there's no common. I mean, Clem still has his siege tanks. He can just push frontally. And yeah, the Immortals might be enough here. Maybe he can pick off these tanks, but he's gonna lose all of his units. Clem should have this game in his pocket. Uncomfortable shells should seal the game here in just a moment once they finish up. A quick upgrade. If he would have had those, it would have been already GG. But now as is, herO still has a few units to work with, but it's not many. And they're not good. And not gonna be enough. Auto turret being placed aggressively to kill a Colossi here. I mean, technically herO's gonna stay alive for now. But this is gonna be too much to handle for him. You even have that Banshee still lurking around here. Not finding much, but kind of just distracting. No, hero's trying to throw down an extra base, but he's down 50 supply. I mean, of course, anything can happen. We saw hero just throw away 12 stalkers earlier for literally nothing. Could have just, like, if this would have been AoE 2, he would have just hit the delete key. And now he's trying to break this army, but Clem is not gonna be broken. In fact, the one be broken is hero here in just a moment. So many Clem units are streaming in, picking off pylons here to stop those reinforcements. A zealot trying to be warp prism micros here against an army. And it didn't even work. The hero Colossus, 20 kills. I mean, this army is grossly overstimmed. He has been stimming to reinforce, but extra units again coming in. And if he can stabilize one round... Oh, no. Okay. He manages that one. If Clem can stabilize this army... I mean, not killing that Colossus is a big deal. 20 kill Colossi? He has +2. He's even going for armor now because he can't afford +3 attack. He doesn't have the money. And he needs something to work with. He needs something to scale up for him. So he goes for the armor. Stoker's trying to shave off any units. And drop to the left here, trying to pull the men apart. He's recalling. What is he recalling? Just a bunch of zealots. This could just be enough units to actually still be enough here. I mean, hero is hanging on. He is rebuilding an army. He had a good, decent economy. I mean, look at this. 59 workers to 71. Clem has way more economy. Just needs like a moment to catch up, basically. And to be fair, as good as this map is defensively for Terran, it's hard to push across because it's a long map. And hero is crawling his way back into this game, but we have a bunch of Vikings now trying to fight these Colossi. He snipes the first one. Can hero stay alive here again? He's losing all of his front line. His zealots are depleted. He needs to get extra zealots in his mix, and he needs a 5th base. But he doesn't even have the workers to saturate. Sick. 4 bases right now. Oh my god. Hero. Can you make this work still? I mean, if he can get the dream engagement, of course. If Clem makes a move command. If he gets a good disruption over, but a lot of ifs. With the Colossi being so low on shields, only 100 shield and 250 health, it looks so scary when Vikings shoot at them, one volley and the shield just depletes like that, and then they just like have to chew through the health, which is way beefier now. It's like, oh wait, they took longer than I'm feeling this should be, but yeah, that's how it is. Now Clem really wants to break this position, and if he breaks this position, he's gonna break hero, most likely. He gets both of the Colossi, Vikings are landing. A lot of bios still standing strong. Can he get the magical disruption over? I don't think so. 2 disruptors are gonna die, and GG is gonna be called. Clem is gonna get the W and tie up the series. We're looking at a 1-1 situation. Sorry, at a 2-2 situation, you know? Abyssal Reef. Yeah, I think they... I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say anything. I think... I didn't actually read the rules, but I think they're playing wrong maps. So what? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Abyssal Reef, a map from the past. In the top left it is Liquid Clem, and in the bottom right we do have Weibo Gaming's herO. After throwing away the game, now he needs to make another game happen. And again, I kind of wonder, but this map, even though it has a lot of avenues and paths and a lot of counterattack potential, it's again relatively compact. So you can kind of set up nicely on 5 bases here against Terran. Hello Theory, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. We're on the last map of this best of 5 here. Abyssal Reef. On the water. Kind of thrown me back, like my first year, my first year as a professional observer. We had this map and it was a lot of this map. Maybe it was my second year, I'm not sure. But it was in my early career days. Kind of really a blast from the past, at least for me. Double gas opening here. And we're gonna see a quick factory. Factory expand, most likely. I'm not gonna expect a 1 base push here from Clem, especially since he's not proxying anything. And he should be pulling out of gas. There we go. 1, 2. So he's gonna be factory expand. Could see that Widow Mine drop again. He has been utilizing that a lot in this best of 5. But hasn't really actually been doing that much for him. herO has a Zealot. Oh, you should stand him in this bush. No, he needs to do it anyways. Oh, he gets a hit. I mean, that was the greatest thing that happened in his interaction. The Zealot actually got hit off, even though it's fully healed already. Stargate here from herO, and a quick insta-scout basically from Clem. Meanwhile, herO does see everything that happens across the map as well. He sees the Widow Mine, he sees the base being set up, who knows. Trying to trigger that mine. Didn't really go his way. Reaper's still alive. Coming again. It's gonna get struck by an adept here and it's gonna rotate out. Stay alive for now, but oh! Grenade is not gonna be enough here to save the Reaper. Now, 3 Adepts and 1 Zealot, that's an odd mix. The 3 Adepts, they're very good. And he's actually gonna commit! I can't believe it! He has the Oracle, he brings the Oracle with him. He triggers the mine with the Zealot. Now he only has like 1 Marine there to shoot up. And if he gets the Cyclone, he's still gonna trade all of his units. And 1 Adept against 1 Marine is basically where it ends up being, but I mean, it's a good trade, I feel, for herO. He almost gets this snowball happen if he can start to work on those workers with his Oracle. But now the follow-up Oracle, it might just be enough. Such a herO style, such a herO-esque game. Only 2 workers though, quick realization here by Clem, and that follow-up Cyclone was just in time to push back the Oracle. What a crazy start. Just commits in with the Shade. 3 Adepts, 1 Zealot and 1 Oracle. For 2 SCVs, a Reaper, Cyclone, I guess not the Reaper, but the Cyclone, 6 Marines and a Widow Mine. I like the trade for herO. Especially because this is 3 Adepts you give away, right? It's not units that really scale in the army. The Zealot could have scaled, but not that great. It's like the least investment, or the lowest investment unit in that mixture. And other than that, I guess an Oracle is nice to have, but it doesn't really do much in your late game army. It doesn't actually scale as firepower. It scales in utility, but not in its damage value. Because it's just too flimsy. So yeah, I really love that. And on the other hand, you lose a bunch of Marines, you lose a Cyclone, a Widow Mine. Widow Mine is a unit you want to keep alive for long. Cyclone is always a helpful unit. And 6 Marines is basically your drop, right? Your average drop. He's gonna go again into Blink, +1 as well on the way. Robotics facility to go along with that. And Oracle setting up some interesting stasis wards. Kind of on all paths to Rome here. But not that close. So yeah, very interesting positions on those. And Clem is safeguarding his stim. He does not want to lose this again in this series. But yeah, little does he know, herO does not even have the potential to snipe that stem this time. Clem is just being afraid. Charge on the way, and this time again Robotics Bay, so no quick Templar Archives. Clem is just going for the 3rd base. Trying to finish that one up, going into exit barracks. And he's playing the slow and methodical game. So far, both players have been playing more slow and methodical than they have not. Which is kind of crazy to see between these two specifically. Oh, that's a great catch here with that Marine. It's like, oh yeah, you have Oracles, you probably have like a trap, right? There you go. Can you get a good Oracle damage here? Yeah. Gonna snipe a few SCVs, no trap though. And he doesn't know about this army. He sees the movement because the tag is there. Now it runs out. He could retag. There's the Oracle to the north. He could also just throw down a stasis. And yeah, with one more round of Zealots, I guess he's gonna have a very formidable army. The issue is though, no charge yet. Should probably start to chrono boost this one. He's chrono boosting the +2. As you can see, man, chargeless Archons, Zealots are not doing that much. And yeah, he's kind of realizing that now. He's like, wait, I didn't have it yet. It should be done. No, there we go, now it's completed. And this engage is gonna be better. Oracle's sacrificing themselves, I don't like this move. He's pulling basically everything he can to just clear this army, but... oh my god, that was a weird lag there. But yeah, no, the Colossus dies, the bio still stands strong. Too many Stalkers though. He gets the Observer on the way out. Definitely worth the scan. Oh, that was a little bit of an aggressive blink here. I'm not sure if this is gonna pay out for herO. In the end it does apparently. Needs to be careful. Oh, that was a last second blink, my god. Finally, a charging Zealot. Oh, that's something gross. You just saw there. Boomeranging into space. Oh, herO is taking a 5th base. I like this speed of expansion taking. With a Zealot, a Gateway heavy army with only one Robo currently working. The second one is now on the way, but he's very tech light. You need to have that extra mining going, and I really like it. Yeah. He is expanding at a nice pace. He should probably throw down a second. And he has 80 workers. Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's good. If he can not throw away this army and maybe delay this 4th a little bit and like not have it set up before he has his 6th set up, I think he's in a really, really good spot. Blink? No. Sacrificial Stalker. Yep, no control on these guys. Gonna eat a bunch of damage. Now he needs to be careful. Maybe Guardian Shield would be a nice addition. Looking for some force fields, but not gonna happen here. Clem too fast for that. Armory on the way. This is where you see how pressured Clem was. This is a long delay on this upgrades. This could actually break him. Because already +3 on the way here, +1 armor on the way. And Clem is gonna fight most likely +3 with 1-1 for a while. Even a little bit, but it's gonna be there. So yeah. That's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Now I'm finally starting up those upgrades here. If you can get a snipe on this base as herO. But yeah, as I said, man, he delayed it long enough. Look at this. 6th base on the way. That's where you wanted to be. 2 bases ahead. That's basically the key point. If you play a kind of a throwaway style. And then you're gonna be in a good position. You can just pile on the pressure so heavy that the Terran really needs to basically put all of their resources into defending and keeping up with the pace of the game. Now, can he snipe the space? That would be an amazing snipe. He's not gonna go for it. Needs to be careful, does not want to lose his Colossi here against these Vikings. Vikings are being controlled very nicely. Stoke is trying to intercept those. One disruptor, not firing his Nova. Kind of focusing more on the Colossus control here, dealing a lot of damage. Most of the Marines die. We do have a big Zealot reinforce here. Now herO, can he break Clem? It might just happen, he might just have enough, but Widow Mines are a friend of the Terran. Good position, Widow Mines can just make or break a defense as well. But look at this, base is up. Be up and running in a moment here, should transfer some workers very soon. Another mine not connecting here. Now, herO is having more and more difficulty in trying to finding an opening here. He's gonna go and try to bust the base, but man, he has so many zealots. Oh my god, he's gonna bust it. There you go. He kills the base. Now, if he can just keep his army alive, that's all he needs. That's all he needs. Keep the 2 Colossi alive. That's all he needed. Man, he can even swing the fight here. He can just go ahead. Don't blow up your own zealots, but yeah. Gonna snipe a few more ghosts maybe? Nah, he's gonna go for the Vikings in the end. Gets 2, and those 2 Colossi are still here. Now Clem needs to make more Vikings. He does not have money. There he goes. herO is gonna take the game, is gonna take the series. GG is gonna be called. The whole game is gonna play it on the Terran side, and the Protoss has more than 90 probes. Yes, indeed. And that's exactly where he wanted to be. Man, great game from herO. Great series by herO. Clem was playing a little bit uncharacteristically defensive, but I mean, you know, against herO there's a good argument to be defensive, so why not if you are confident in your capabilities there. But in the end, herO does catch him off guard enough times, generates too much space for himself, gets the correct engagements, and just plows through and wins the game, wins the series, wins this best of 5, wins this tournament tonight. And yeah, thank you everybody for